This is a mini diorama. They are a super easy, affordable, and space-efficient way to do model railroading. We're going to use some classic scenery techniques, plus a little 3D printing to make this.
This video is brought to you by Model Railroad Academy. Model Railroad Academy is your online resource for model railroad instructions, ideas, and information, with loads of tutorials and articles for model railroaders of every skill level. One of my personal favorites is Alan Keller's Great Model Railroads series. It is just so much fun to look at all of these different model railroads from all of these different great model railroaders and just get inspiration from those. Plus, you can find tutorials on everything from bench work to electronics to scenery, all sorts of things there. The first 1,000 people to sign up at the link in the description below will get a full year of premium membership to Model Railroad Academy for $1.49.
These little dioramas are great for those just starting out and those who are very space crunched. They utilize Kato Unitrack and do have some compact turns, so not every engine and rolling stock is going to work on these, but I want you to see what all you can do with these. So let's get started on this one. Now, this is my terminal power section, so any power that comes onto the layout will come through here. We're going to start with some basic modeling clay. I'm going to use this terracotta colored clay from Crayola. One side will have a slight rise to it and one side will be totally flat. While the clay is still workable, I bring one tree I plan to place on it and make a hole using that tree in the clay so that I can put it back later. There we will have a place to glue the tree in. To flatten the one side, I'm just using something with a hard flat surface. In this case, I have a rolling stock jewel case lying around and that's going to flatten the clay just fine. Once that is done, I can let the clay dry. Now, while that is going on, I'm going to hop over to Tinkercad, which is a totally free website you can use to design your own 3D prints, and I'm going to design a small station platform. The size I have to work with is 80 millimeters by 20 millimeters, so not a lot of space. I whip up this little station platform, download it, put it into my slicer, and I print it out. Now I'm going to be using my BambuLab's X1 Carbon for this, but this printer is not specifically needed. Once that is done, I can start working on the module again. The first thing I need to do is ballast the track. Now, Kato is awesome as they make ballast that matches the plastic road bed perfectly so that you can blend it right in. So I'm going to be using that. I add a bit of glue to the sides and ballast away. I then smooth it out and make sure it is the way that I want it. Now I can put some scenery material on it. I start off with some glue. I put the glue on the hillside of the diorama. I then put some medium green coarse turf on the glued portion. You can get this from Woodland Scenics or JTT Scenery or Scenic Express, any of those. And I use a small scrap piece of styrene to keep the turf off the roadbed because I don't want those mixing in, because once they get mixed in, you can't mix them back out. Once I have my scenery material in place, I can place that tree. Then on the other side, I use some white glue to put the little building platform together, and then I glue it in place with some more white glue. Nothing fancy here. I can then spread some scenic material around the base of the platform. The last thing I need to do is soak it with IPA and a white glue water mixture. To do this, I'm going to be using a syringe to apply both materials. Now, the reason you put down IPA is because it breaks the surface tension and allows that white glue water mixture to seep in. Now, you want to make sure that you soak the diorama entirely. Another thing that I do is I like to come in and put a little bit of extra coarse turf on top of that and let it glue onto the top. And here it is. I attached the previous two dioramas that I've done as well. Is this the greatest scenery project ever? No. I still think that title goes to Boomer Diorama's Carrier Princess and Barge Slip scene. That thing is impressive. But this is a great starting point for many who want to dip their toes into model railroading and want to start really small. So, what should I try on my next little diorama scene? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, and happy railroading.